My name is Kathy Roberts and I'm the Tidy Tutor, and I feel kind of compelled to sort of tell you my story. And the reason for that is because I started on a journey of minimalism. Now, anybody that knows me, I call myself the Tidy Tutor because I help people get tidy. I help right-brained, scattered by nature people who are just like me figure out how to live an organized life, okay? Now, a lot of my program is, dejunking. I tell people that you cannot organize clutter. Our number one problem is too much stuff. Well, something that I found out a little bit on the road, and this was only since December, is that there's something called minimalism, okay? Minimalism is where you live with less. And what happened was that I found out is that there's a lot of people out there that are very organized. They have really, like, if you walked into their house, you would think that their place was kind of sparse, like there wasn't a lot of stuff at all. But the thing is that these people realize that all of the stuff that they have, even though it was all kept nice inside of cabinets and closets and garages and things like that, it made them unhappy, right? That when they began to get rid of things, they got happy. So I started thinking about it. Now, let me explain, okay? Back in 1980, I got married, okay? I was 18 years old, almost 19, a week away from my 19th birthday, and I was pregnant. And back then, when you were pregnant, you got married. So I got married and I wasn't happy, and it has nothing to do with the man I married. Really what it has to do with, we were two kids who had no business being married. He wasn't ready for it. I wasn't ready for it. I had dreams, aspirations. There were things I wanted to be and do, and it kind of didn't happen, okay? So I was very unhappy. And so what I decided was to be on a quest for happiness. I'm like a Christian, right? And I believe in the Bible. And at the time, I didn't read the Bible or anything, but I knew that God had the answers. So I asked him, I said, God, I don't think you put us out here not knowing what to do. And I think that you have answers for us, and I'm going to look for them. So I started reading the Bible, and I saw in Proverbs chapter 3, you have to read the chapter, okay, that it really specifically says what you get from trusting God, right? Trusting God with your whole heart and lean not unto your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. It says that in your right hand are riches and honor, and your left hand is health, something like that. It's health to your navel, it's marrow to your bones. Happy is everyone who retains her. So I said, okay, wait, I want happy. I'm going to look in the Bible and find what God is talking about. Now, he talked about like that riches, all the riches and jewels that you can desire can't be compared to what you get when you get the wisdom of God's word. And I thought, well, that can't be true. Because when you're poor, when you're dirt poor and hungry, you don't see things the way you do when you have your needs met. I have my needs met now, right? And what happened is, I don't care about stuff anymore. But when I didn't have my needs met, stuff mattered so much to me. I would go to the mall and wish that I could have things. Now, I only went to the mall if I had to, because it was kind of depressing. But the thing is that once you realize that, you can have what you want, kind of, even if you have to wait for it and save, what happens is you start to see things differently. You don't like lust after things because you can have them. But before you can have them, it's difficult not to lust after them. You feel like you're missing something. Now, what turns out from people that have, six-figure incomes and great jobs, they've learned that the stuff that they were seeking after wasn't really what they wanted. Self-fulfillment is what they wanted. Now, I began to dejunk my house because I was on a quest for happy for so long. And I thought, well, let me continue here, okay? But I have to clarify something. I found happy about 8 years ago when I found Alanon. Now, I happened to get divorced at the same time. I don't believe that it was the divorce that got me happy. I think it was, I do sincerely believe it was the understanding that I received in Alanon. But getting divorced really did have a lot to do with me finding happy in one way or another, and we don't have time for that discussion now. But the thing is when I sat in a room of Alanon, you know, one of the rooms we call it, and people were going around and talking. One person talked about happiness, right, and saying that part of getting the 12 steps and understanding and living that lifestyle is that you find happy. Well, I remember they were saying a whole bunch of other things that you could find too. But when they came to happy, I said to myself, oh, well, I'll never get happy. Like, you know, like I really sincerely believe that happy would never come from me. And it's great because it did. It has, okay? I am very, very happy. You know, a lot of women seek after men, and although I would like one, I'm so happy by myself that I would rather be alone and happy than with somebody and miserable. Life is good, but at the same time, life could be better, okay? And so, while happiness is attached to circumstances, joy isn't. So there are certain things that have to be in place to be happy. If you're really poor and hungry, it's kind of hard to be happy. But if you have 2 feet and you could stand and you could walk and you could work, then you can have joy, right? Because you have so many things to be thankful for at the same time. There's a difference. Well, there's certain things in my life that, you know, although the happy is there, you know, I'm kind of looking for elated, you know what I mean? It's been a long road for me, okay? So, my point. When I began to go through the journey of minimalism, right? Because I thought, well, let me see what this minimalism is all about. And I started to get rid of things that I thought I wanted. I found out that, gee, I don't think I really want these things. It made me see that we have our identity wrapped in our stuff. Because I'm a New Jersey girl, and I'm Italian, and I'm a mother, and I have family here, and we stay put, and we have homes, and we have things. And it kind of made me see when I started de-junking with a minimalist, you know, mindset, that I don't want a lot of these things. And this room that I'm standing in now, I wanted it to look different, but I thought that I couldn't because I have things in here that I really want. But the thing is that I don't think I really want these things. I want what I saw in that picture to happen, okay? So I'm working on that, all right? That's what I'm working on. So I'm still on the journey for happy, okay? Even though the place that I am now is so much better than where I was. What I've learned is that if you had horrible, right after horrible, if it just becomes bad, it feels good, because bad after horrible seems good. And then you have to live with bad for a while for you to realize that bad is bad, right? So I think that that's where I am now. While I think I'm happy, my circumstances, they're not the greatest. It's not where I want to be. So I really do believe that this journey in minimalism is going to bring me to a sincerely different place. So I just thought I would put it out there, and I know this is kind of long, but for any of you that know me, you know, this is kind of nice because, you know a little bit more about me. And also, if you want to join me in this, you know, if anybody out there, especially us baby boomer women, or even just girls that have bought into the fact that they're supposed to be something, they're supposed to be this particular thing. If you want to kind of break the mold and be the authentic you, I think it might start with, you know, really looking at your things and asking yourself, does this add value to my life? Is this what I really want? Would I be able to take an opportunity if it came across my path? If I have all of these things in my life, would I have to say no to certain opportunities because I have this and I have that? And what is it that I really want? I think getting rid of things and living authentically, happily, is the answer. Now, that doesn't mean that we get rid of everything, okay? I brought in a chandelier, right? So that I brought in something. It doesn't mean you have to get rid of everything, okay? It's your own recipe, okay? Everything here from now on is going to be how you write the book, okay? You're writing the book of your life. And that's, I think, basically what I'm doing here, okay? I'm trying to write the book of my life at 53 years old, because when I was 19 years old, somebody else wrote that book for me. And I know who I was. I know what I was capable of. I know what my passions were. I know what I wanted, and I want to get back there. If you'd like to be on this journey of minimalism with me, then please leave a comment, okay? And tell me. And then you and me will hook up, okay? My name is Kathy Roberts. I'm the Tidy Tutor. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you somewhere on the inside.